Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone and good morning all of you. This is Ashima, your current affairs and banking awareness faculty on Entry platform, and in this video we'll be talking about all the major news events that have happened in the past days. The discussion is going to involve all the major news events that have happened and which are important from examination point of view. With respect to that, all the respective questions associated are going to be there on Entry app. You can download app on Google Play Store, and there you'll be getting free of cost mock tests for your all the other examinations and test series. Also, you'll be getting current affairs everyday live quiz. Starting on the discussion with the news events, the first being scheme for promotion of medical device parks. The scheme has been launched by Department of Pharmaceuticals, which is under Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers. Total financial outlay for this particular scheme has been laid out at 400 crores as of now. And talking about the development of this, the scheme's aim is to create a proper infrastructure in medical device industry sector using the higher levels of investment and to support the industry to reach its maximum potential. What is the term period of this scheme? That being 5 years from starting from 2020-21 to 2024-25. Medical device parks will provide common infrastructure facilities at one place to create a robust ecosystem for medical device manufacturing in the country and reduce the manufacturing costs to a significant low level. Then we have something related to World Health Organization. World Health Organization has announced a tight revision to its air quality guidelines on 23rd of September. This is the first revision in global air pollution by WHO since the last time that it had done, which was in 2005. As per the new guidelines, WHO has lowered the acceptable exposure levels to key pollutants, including the ozone, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, and particulate matter. Revised thresholds, as we can see, equal or smaller than 10 and 2.5 microns in diameter are as follows. So in 24-hour category, then we have a year-long category. In 24-hour category, the particulate matter has been dropped from 25 to 15. Particulate matter 10 has dropped from 50 to 45. In terms of year-long exposure, these are all micron grams per meter cube. In year-long, particulate matter 2.5 has been dropped from 10 to 5 and 20 has been dropped by 5 points to 15. That is the exposure that can be that can be considered as a normal one as per WHO on these recent guidelines. Then in one-liners, we have world's highest electric vehicle charging station inaugurated at Kaza village in Lahaul and Spiti district in Himachal Pradesh. Electric vehicle charging station is set up at a height of 500 feet. The aim of this initiative is to check vehicular pollution and promote electric vehicles for a clean and green environment in the region. A bronze statue of Bitcoin's anonymous creator Satoshi Nakamoto has been unveiled at Budapest, Hungary. The sculpture has been unveiled at Grafisha Park, which is a technology park in Budapest. The sculpture is a bust of a person wearing a hoodie with a Bitcoin or BTC logo engraved, and this is a featureless face because we are aware about who was the one who had created cryptocurrency or Bitcoin. Union Ministry of Education has formed a 12-member committee to develop new national curriculum frameworks for school, early childhood, teacher and adult education. The panel is going to be headed by K. Kasturi Rangan, who is a former chief of ISRO or Indian Space Research Organization and chairperson of National Education Policy Drafting Committee as well. Also, the NCFs will serve as a guideline for syllabus, textbook, teaching practices and all the respective things in India. As per the reference, if we have a look at the reference of the committee, the panel is going to develop 4 NCFs. That is one for school education, one for early childhood care and education, one for teacher education and one for adult education. Once it has been developed, it will be the fifth NCF, which will come after a gap of 16 years. After 16 years, this has been developed. A popular novel, Jungle Nama, authored by author Amitav Ghoshji, has been released as an audiobook, which has a voice of US-based Ali Seth along with the music. It's basically a verse adapted from the episode of the famous legend of Bon Bibi, which is a Bengali tale popular in the areas of Sundarbans and about a forest goddess that is Bon Bibi. The prestigious FIH Hockey Men's Junior Cup 2021 is scheduled to be held in Bhubaneswar, Odisha. The tournament will feature 16 teams from India, Korea, Malaysia, Pakistan, South Africa, Egypt, Belgium, England, France, Germany, Netherlands, Spain, USA, Canada, Chile, and Argentina. These are the countries which are going to be participating, and this is going to be held from November 24th to December 5th. Previous edition, or we can say before this in 2016 also, the FIH Men's Cup was held in Lucknow, where India won the tournament, beating Belgium in the finals. Northern Coalfields Limited has partnered with NTPC Limited. NCL is a subsidiary of Coal India Limited, and they have partnered to set up a solar power project of 50 megawatts in Madhya Pradesh. The project will also fulfill the goal of CIL to attain 3000 megawatt of solar power by 2023-24, and by doing so, it is thus going to become a net zero company. International Corps Research Institute for Semi-Arid Tropics signed an MOU with United Nations World Food Programme recently. This agreement has been signed to enhance partnership in various initiatives and programs leading to food security in India and nutritional security in India. Reserve Bank of India has allowed to transfer loans which are classified as frauds by lenders to asset reconstruction companies or ARCs. That ways, now post the transfer, legal responsibilities which are like reporting, monitoring, filing of complaints, all these responsibilities are going to move towards ARCs, and via this RBI's, by taking the permission of RBI and subject to some conditions, banks will be able to sell their stressed loans in default for more than 60 days or other classified as bad loans. All these fraudulent loans are also going to be transferred to ARCs. Union Minister of Port, Shipping and Waterways, Sarbananda Sonowal, laid a foundation stone of 3 projects in Mangalore Port in Kolkata, in Karnataka. The projects are including the truck parking terminal modification of US Malaya Gate, and there is going to be a business development center to be dedicated to the nation alongside all of this. Telangana has signed an MOU with Wingsure to provide deep tech-based crop insurance products and grant advice services to the small farmers of the state. A book by the name Jungle Nama, written by Amitav Ghoshji, and A Long Game How the Chinese Negotiate with India by Vijay Gokhale book has been released. Privateer Space is the name of a new space startup launched by Apple's co-creator Steve Wozniak. It was represented at the Advanced MOIC Optical Space Surveillance Technology Conference, which was organized in Huawei. Then we have Use Bayfikar campaign, which was launched by RBL Bank and MasterCard. The campaign grants shopping offers and rewards to the payment card holder of RBI's MasterCard. Ministry of Defence, Government of India has signed a contract with Airbus Defence and Space of Spain to procure 56 C-295 military transport aircraft, and this is going to replace Avro 748 planes of the IAF. With this, we'll be winding up this segment, and I hope this session has been helpful. We'll see you in the next video with more news events. Till then, have a great day ahead.